Okay. So I'm going to start off with like a few tips that matter when I land on your page, and then I'm going to get into your brand. First thing first, your bio. I want you to go on your Instagram right now. If you're on your computer, even better, so that you can still stay on screen. But if you're not, I want you to go on your Instagram right now. I landed on your page as a stranger. What is on your bio? What is it saying? You may not have anything on there. Don't feel guilty about that, right? Because you don't know what your brand is right now. That's how you're supposed to feel. Okay. But how sick are you when you land on someone's page and it says coach, mentor? What does that even mean? Right? Like, what does that really mean? Why do I want to follow you? Right? It's very generic to me. It's not giving me more information. It's not giving me why should I follow this person? So, photographer or expert without any context. Instead of mindset coach, how often do you see that on Instagram? Mindset coach, right? Everyone's the number one mindset coach, which I want to know where they're getting their ranking from. That's a whole nother story. But you can say, instead of a mindset coach, I help busy entrepreneurs overcome burnout, right? That's what you're doing. That's what your social media is about. I came across your social media. I landed on your page. Now I'm seeing what you do. It makes it instantly clear who you serve and how you help, what your purpose and intention is on social media. I'm getting to the bio right away because it's the first thing people read after they are on your page. Okay? Example, you are helping overworked hairstylists make more money off the chair, or you're helping busy moms launch their online business and gain more time with their little ones. I know there's a lot of moms and hairstylists on here, so that those are the things I'm mentioning, but I want you to put in the chat. I'm going to try to look in there. If there's anything specific you want, who I don't know if you guys saw this in the chat today, and I said, think of three things that who you are every day, like, or things that you want to do right now, literally in your life right now. It could be a diet. It could be wellness. Put money aside. We're not going to think about that. Who you are is your brand. And it sounds so simple, but it is actually so simple, right? So I want you to think of those things. If there's something that's on your mind right now, put it in the chat, be free about it, and tell me this is what I would love to share about. Or I did actually like experiment today. I looked at things that I looked at accounts that I want to be inspired by, and these are the things I want to talk about. Okay. Um, a lot of things that like I've also noticed like on social media is like people have too many call to actions and links. We want to remove unclear, or we don't want to have no call to action, but we also want to remove unclear call to actions. Say you like to post about hair, okay? Say you actually are a hairstylist, or you're like, I'm into beauty, Denise, and I want to post about hair. I want to post about non-toxic products. I want to post about my hair journey. Say that's what you want to post about. That is who you are, and it fits. You want to post get ready with me's, and so then say one of your reels go viral, one of your posts go viral, right? Or you're getting a lot of action and people are coming to your page because of one thing you posted. That call to action is going to change, guys. You know why? Because if your reel says using the viral serum that everyone's been talking about and it went viral, guess what? Your call to action on your bio immediately changes to get the system to the viral get my viral hair growth serum with an arrow, because now you want to update it. But you want to think about like the call to action in your bio is going to be something that you're always going to change. Your bio is always going to be changing. So that's why I don't want you guys to think of it as something, oh, like it has to be perfect. It's about right now. It's about if you were to hand out a business card, who you are right now and what you're going through, and the people that you want to connect with, those are the people, when they land on your page, they're going to connect with you. But because you got to be clear with where you are right now. Okay. Um, okay. Inconsistent highlights. I'm not going to even touch on highlights. Remove them. You should not have a highlight that labels Monat, but you should have a highlight about working with you and what that looks like in your community, right? We are made UK. That is such a sexy way to bring people in, and it's a community of people. That is what I would be sharing. You're brand new in this business? Amazing. Talk about how you're brand new and you can't wait to meet the girls and share content they've created before until you're in the content with them next chapter because people are going to be watching you becoming a part of the brand. But this, again, is just part of your brand. This is not becoming your brand, okay? I'm just specifically talking about highlights. Your highlights, you want to have clear things. So whatever your brand is, if you're going to be talking about fitness, single mom life, hairstylist, hair tips, or just I'm specifically touching particular categories, but you could throw something there right now, like me moving abroad. That's something that I could be having as a highlight, right? Because if somebody lands on my page and it's something that I'm talking about, if you look at my bio right now, I changed it before I went to LA and it's literally saying stay for starting over, moving abroad, blah, 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 right? Like things that I am in right now because I want people to know what I'm going through right now. Before that, it said something else 2 months ago. So I want you to not overthink it. I want you to just think about right now. I'm going to keep saying that. Okay. But your highlights are very important. When I land on your page, can I go through some of your highlights of your work with me? Can I go through a highlight of those other things that you say your page is about? And then I'm going to be stuck. Like, think about when you stalk people's pages, right? Like, this is just what you're going to see. Now, who feels like they're not good at video editing? I'm skipping the topic. I gave you the bio and the highlight because I'm going from up to down, and now we're into the content. Do you feel like you're good at video editing? You do not need to be good at video editing. Okay? You do not need to be good at editing videos at all. Screw all the stupid effects. You don't need to do any of that. If you're not good at video editing, begin with carousels. Guys, Instagram just launched this a couple days ago. I'm not signing up for this, but you can get paid to even get carousels now because they're pushing photos and carousels, okay? But carousels are actually amazing because all you need is either the same photo or you have one photo that's of you with a big hook. Use ChatGPT. If he's not your friend, I call him a he, then he needs to be. And then other slides can be just on a blank background. But my point is, if you're not good at video editing, once a week, post a carousel about the topic that you're going to pick. That's a part of your brand. Okay. If you're not good at content, just get good at storytelling. Storytelling is everything. It's been everything for a while and it's now being so important. It's so important on social media right now. You are probably you I want you guys to observe when you're stuck watching someone's content, why are you watching it? I want you to like be like the consumer and then be the observer and then say, wait, why am I watching? What just attracted me to this piece of content? I want you guys to start looking at content like that, okay? And think, what drew my attention? What hooked me from the beginning? It's never the crazy things that they're doing. It's not the editing. Yeah, sometimes there's like quick, cool editing, like, but as much as I was so into video editing before, I've been editing on Instagram for the last year. And this was the last year is the first time in 4 years I went viral many times again. You know why? Because I'm posting authentic things that matter. But my focus wasn't really growth. My focus was really getting over the fact that I don't need to do these crazy edits and I'm going to focus on what matters to me. So this is what I mean. We all have different focuses right now. So I want you to really, if you're brand new, especially in this, don't get lost on, ooh, Monade is my brand. No, it's not. Who's Kelly? Who's Meg? Who's Amy? Who's Katie? I want to know these people when I land on their page. I want to know why I want to buy from Katie or Fifi or Chloe. Like, this is what I want you guys to think about. Monat is going to be partially a part of your brand. You're going to post about it because in amongst of when you're building your brand, right? You are also sharing you in the mix of it, you're going to share personal things. It doesn't have to be always educational, inspirational, and it doesn't have to always be a part of Money. It's the same thing. I mean, Money doesn't always have to be a part of like your brand. It's just a part of you. But you growing your brand means you being you being authentic to yourself. So let's talk about your audience and building community. Okay. You can attract your dream team, guys. Your community, your dream community or client, you cannot attract them if you don't know who you are, which is something we all struggle with social media. I'm with you on this, by the way. So I'm not sitting here saying you guys need to figure this out, okay? I'm telling you this is exactly what I felt on social media. You think about how your audience sees you rather than how you can serve your audience, right? That's how I felt. You don't know how to show up constantly when you're never set on how to show up, so it's always different. Like I couldn't be consistent for a long time. That's why our reach will be low, right? When you don't know who you are, your brand, your value, and how that matters to your business, then obviously your audience doesn't either. So how are they going to connect with your brand and be a part of it? That's what I want us to think about. How can they connect with you if you don't know who you are, right? So once you figure out exactly who you are and what you're talking about and know how to embody your values, then you become reliable space to your dream clients. Okay? So, how do we stand out from our industry and all that stuff? Let's just put that to the like side for a second, okay? Invite your audience to contribute to the conversation by sharing perspectives instead of talking to them. Like, guys, anything you're going through. And the thing that you might feel uncomfortable about is like literally sharing anything about your life. My grandma is always about the evil eye. She's like, don't share too much. She probably literally like is so over me at this point. She's like, oh my God, this girl shares so much. But there's so much I don't share about my life. You know, I'm very limited to what I do share, but it is still uncomfortable for me. So, it's sometimes a battle, but at the same time, I realize the people that I like on social media that I might engage with or like, feel inspired from are the ones that are being real and they're talking about random shit. How many times, okay, I want to see a hand if your camera's on. If you watch somebody on social media and you're thinking, "Oh my God, I'm going through that same exact thing." "Oh my God, I was watching the same show." Or, "Oh my God, I don't know why I'm not talking about that," but you're literally going through the same thing. Some girl was like talking about how her nose is always stuffy and like as older she gets. And I was thinking, oh my God, I was thinking that too. And like I didn't know if that was a thing that happens in your 30s. Like why do I always blow my nose, but I'm not even sick? And I was just thinking, I don't want to talk about that on my social media. But this girl talks about it and I'm engaging with her because it's she talks about anything and everything. And I'm not saying you have to do that. But my point is that becomes a part of your brand. You're just sharing things about your life, and every single thing becomes so relatable. People want to just like follow you because they can relate, right? Okay. So back to growing your community. You build a community, not just a following, but like you don't want people to just buy from you. A community means common attitudes, interest, and goals. So if you want to build a community, those things need to happen all up in your content for them to be attracted to it. If you want to build a community who's there to buy, you need to have those things all up in your content. Like you need to be offering the lifestyle and interactions, right? When you build a community, who is there for more than a quick win, a big promise, or some cool educational content? You'll start to find that it only not like gets easy to grow, but also easier to sell because you're being you. Okay. I know this call is like not, I mean, I can touch base on a few things, but I'm not here to tell you guys how to post about money. I want to change your opinion on how to show up on social media. Okay. You want to create content that is a response to the question a lot of your dream clients already have, or your business partners already have. Why did you join Money? Can you guys put that in the chat? As a mom, I love that. Sarita or Sarita, I don't know if I'm saying it. As a mom of child with additional needs and us navigating through life, I think I'd like to advocate for other medical mamas. I have a girl who was on our team before, and two of her kids are deaf. And she blew up on TikTok and Instagram. And guess what? I cannot stop. I can't even relate to her, but I am inspired by her because she talks about sign language and all these things and how she educates her kids. And that is her brand now. And let me tell you, that is so unique. That should be something that I would find three accounts similar to that style. And I would look at inwards and say what you want to share and find inspiration of how people are wording things and then start filming everything. That's it. That's who that because guess what? You're not thinking about content, you're thinking about how you're serving other people. I love that. Um, Sharna wants to fix her hair. Lynn to help my hair loss. I'll be having experience working remotely by the time my baby gets ready to school, so I can give him more time. Okay. Summer Nation. Wow, you guys all really joined for hair. That's interesting. I can't relate to anyone who joined for hair. I hated beauty. I like didn't care about beauty. So it's so good to see that. And I bet you guys bet my money on this. If you stick around in this business, your reason is going to change. You all join to have better hair. You're going to be like, I'm ready to make $1 million. I'm ready to help other people make change their hair. I'm ready. This is how it's going to change for you. Just wait. I joined for money. Georgia. Makes sense. Um, okay. So the reason why you guys have to ask yourself when you consume the content, why do you not watch it to the end of the reel or swipe to the end of the carousel? Guys, because people sometimes share things to share things, right? They're sharing something. If you watch it to the end, they're sharing something you're interested in. So you guys already have a brand. You just need to get clear with it. Define your goal. I want you guys to do this tonight, okay? I want to position myself as a creative designer who helps small brands shine online. I want to position myself as a single mom who inspires other single moms of what's possible. I'm going to do that by sharing tips that help me mentally. I'm going to do that by sharing tips on how I'm raising my daughter. I'm going to implement I'm going to implement doing my daughter's hair, promoting using non-toxic products on children. What is your position? Get clear with that tonight. You join this for your healthy hair journey? Great. I want to position myself as somebody who is using non-toxic products, who is going to heal her hair at this age, blah, 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 and inspire people that I can have the same hair I did 20 years ago. Okay. See how Monat can be a part of my brand, but not my brand. This is what I want from you guys. So that's your goal. Now get clear with your audience. My audience is busy single moms. I'm just giving you as examples. My audience is busy single moms who just need a break or who want to grow a side business to spend more time with their little ones. So I create tips and tools that save them time or help them get there. Um, so Sarita said, as a mom of child with additional needs, us navigating through life, I think I'd like to advocate for other medical mamas. Maybe my goal is that I want to position myself as a mom who has a child with additional needs to inspire other moms who have children, right? Do you guys get what I'm saying? Like, because it makes it so much more fun and easy when you simplify what your brand is. Do you have health goals this year? Did you start the new year saying, somebody did, somebody DM me about this. Did you start the new year saying, I'm going to lose weight and I am going to be so healthy this year? This doesn't involve money. This is about you and your health goals, right? Take me through a journey. Day one of me taking my life back, like, getting back to my dream body. And here's how I'm doing. Da 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 da. Day two, day three, you do not have to post every day. This is rule number one. You do not need to post every day. Your stories, it's important to be active. I will say that. Okay. But the point is, I'm not sitting here talking to you about a schedule right now. Just be consistent. If you can post 3 times a week, post 3 times a week. Okay. That is the most important thing. Consistency, not about posting every day and being intentional. So if your goal is that, Now you got to get clear with your audience. My audience is busy single moms who just need a break or who want to grow a side business to spend more time with their little ones. So I create tips, da 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 da, right? If there's anything I've learned over the past few years, it's this. A personal brand, guys, allows your audience to see themselves through you, right? And they root for you. They connect with you at a deeper level than just the information you provide to them. They share the same interests as you, right? Whoever you signed up with, they were sharing about the hair products or the results, and you're like, screw that, I want those results. So you sign up for the hair. Or you were inspired by the moms who are talking about how amazing this community is, and you said, I want to be a part of this community because I want more. Something attracted you to this because they had the same interests as you. So how do you bring that out to your audience, right? Because your audience is just like you, and you are achieving something they want to achieve. I'm going to give you guys a silly example. You ready? Say you love coffee, but you're bad at making lattes. This is a content idea, okay? Say you love coffee, but you're bad at making lattes. Why don't you talk more about coffee and share with people that you're god awful at making lattes? Do you see what I mean about being authentic? Yeah, lattes like espresso and milk. What does this have to do with branding? If you're thinking that. Well, it comes down to documenting everything and sharing things beyond your expertise, sharing your interests, finding a new hobby. Show people how bad you're at it. Okay? It gives people a reason to root for you. Again, they see themselves through you. You become the hero in their story. Self-reflection. Documenting is not a plea for help. It's becoming vulnerable and giving people a behind the scenes look at how you do what you do. You're on this call right now. Are you filming it? Did you have your phone plotting somewhere? No? Well, next time you should. When people reach out to help, they're really helping their younger selves. That creates a powerful connection between them and you. You get better, and as you get better and better, more people join the journey along the way. That's how people grow their brand. Don't look at somebody with 500,000 followers. They started at zero too. Don't be like, oh, she's so pretty, or like, he's so cool. Some people honestly just grow, they grow, but they've been consistent for a while before that. You know what I mean? You are you. There's no one like you on this planet, period. They will see you grow in real time. And because you've documented everything, they can compare their current situation to your previous situation. I don't see some people with 500,000 followers or millions of followers show their previous lives because some people are just growing their brands in different ways. We are here to inspire people. We're here to connect. We want to give people hope. We want to be relatable. So if you're not good right now, that's great. Get that shit on film. If your hair sucks right now, take me through your journey. And please don't title it as my day one journey with Monet. If you learned anything from this call, I'm talking about your brand. I'm not talking about Monet being your brand. It should not be day one journey with Monet. It should be day one of me using viral growth serum, non-toxic hair products. Doesn't that sound more sexy? Talk way more about your hobbies and your interests. Nothing should be off limits. Post them on your stories. Talk more about them in your videos. Why are we so afraid of hiding who we are? We don't build a personal brand by talking about information alone. There's a lot more, like I said, I can share on social media. We have a few minutes left. I'm already running behind like I thought I would. Put this on your calendar. It's coming out in March. Edits by Instagram. It's an app that's coming out that's by Instagram for video editing, but that's like in March. So I want you guys to use Instagram right now. Don't complicate it when you're trying to learn how to film. Don't complicate it when you're trying to learn how to content and try to use other apps and all these crazy effects. Storytelling is everything. Your first video is never going to look the best. Your first sale is going to never feel the best. Your first launch is never going to feel the greatest. You're just going to get so good at this, guys. Buy a tripod if you don't already have one. Film everything. Change your settings in your iPhone or if you have a different phone to 4K. Google this. I'm not going to sit here and tell you how to do it. It's literally so simple. Wipe your camera because I see some of those videos looking not cute when they're filmed. Right now, you guys should be putting your phone somewhere. I'm telling you, set it behind you or in front of you and show yourself listening to a training call, and boom, that's a story you can share saying, starting the new year, expanding my skills on social media with We Are Made UK. I love growing. I love learning. Write your feelings. When you're real, they feel it. These are just ideas I'm throwing your way, by the way. This is not saying this should be your brand. This is just an idea on your story. This is just a glimpse of who you are. This is just a glimpse of your day, right? This is going to evolve and change. I was known I'll tell you this. I was known as the girl who quit her job with Monat and traveled to Asia. So my content, if you scroll back, it's all travel. I'm really not trying to attract any travel girls because they don't want to work. Okay? They're like, I want to be nomad. I'm like, no, I don't have time for that. I don't have all time like for 70 different time zones. Now I'm the girl who left LA is moving abroad because I met my boyfriend when I was with the girls in the UK last year. Some of the girls on here know that. Now I'm slowly finding a way to bring Monade into my journey again 7.5 years later. So just remember your journey is going to be different every year and you're going to always pivot. But right now, you want to make people curious because you're new to want to follow along. Who is she? Like, I want to know. So tonight, think about it. Tomorrow, I want to see updated bios. I want to see you guys getting clear with your brand and don't overthink it. We don't need perfect, okay? If you have any questions, I couldn't read the chat. We're just a few minutes late for the leaders call. I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for being on. Message me on Instagram if I don't see a message on WhatsApp. If you have any questions, if you want me to see anything, I'm happy to look at it. But guys, just be you. Don't complicate it, okay? If I see your page and you have a highlight that says Monat, I'm just saying you're not gonna have a nice feedback. So I want to see you guys thrive being you, okay? Have an amazing night. And I would love to see your feedback in the chat. And if there's anything you guys want to know, please put it in and we'll do it in the next social media call, okay? Have a good night, guys. Bye.